I had just gotten my dream job as a morning drive talk show host, and the person who used to be my boss called this other radio station, and he was like, I'm looking for someone who's controversial and couldn't get hired on Fox News. And Chuck Tiller goes, Angela Box. I started thinking about all the things that had to happen to put me right here. And I thought of this one person who I thought his name was George. His name is Jonathan Gwynn. And he, years ago, I'd met him out somewhere, and he said, Angela, you're really funny, you know your stuff, like, you need to do a YouTube. So he comes over to my house, and he literally just on the phone just showed me very rudimentary. So I started doing videos and whatever. I decided I was gonna go to this Toys for Tots party. This guy named Danny Davis, who we've been to the party a million times.
I wasn't even gonna go to the party. Again, it's Danny Davis, the yearly party, make it all the time. Jonathan wanted me to come in and meet his new girlfriend.
So I go to the party and I see that guy. I go up to him, I'm like, George, George, George. And he's like, who are you talking to? My name's Jonathan. And I said, I just wanna thank you, because without you you were one of the steps that got me to have this my dream job. He's like, Angela, are you dating anyone? I'm like, no, but I'm not. I mean, I'm literally like, I just got my dream job. I don't have time. Let me get up at 3 in the morning. I got no time for a relationship.
And all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I got someone you need to meet. She had come up and she had thanked him for, helping her out, getting her start. And he goes, you know what? I think you need to meet her. And he basically turns to her and he goes, he asked me if I'm not looking for anybody.
But what I remember very specifically, and I have a theory that when you meet someone that's going to be important in your life, your subconscious knows it. You may not know it on a conscious level, but what I remember very specifically was like, there was like a dolly. It was like two people went this way and he this way. And what I remember was that around his eyes, there was like a block of light. We talked a little bit and he was a little intimidating. Gave him my card and I was like, well, I'm going to Brasserie 19, see ya, don't see ya, bye. 20 minutes after I get there, I feel a tap on my shoulder and it's him. And I turn and I'm like, oh, it's the guy from the party.
I mean, the thing was, I just remember in my experience in past relationships, how they dilly-dally around, and then finally you get to the things you should have said. I was like, nah, this is gonna be different.
When we first started dating, and what you can hear in our story, that I was not looking for anything at all, like legitimately not looking. And a couple years ago, I started, in my daily videos, I started saying at the end, I would say, thy will be done. And I point up to God. And it's a process of surrendering to God's will. I was very specific to God. I was like, I'm not dating. I'm either doing a spectacular love or I'm not interested.
The overwhelming feeling was new to me. I'm 51. This was something that was so beyond my comprehension of trying to have the capacity to understand. It blew me out of the water. It just, everything, the way, and kind of in hindsight, because it already was, it was just the way that you acknowledge what already is, because two people are in love. Love encompasses of God. God is love.
There wasn't like a moment where I was like, he's the one. It was just this, it just flowed really easy, and there was no drama, and there was no like questioning anything, and I was always myself with him, and he was always himself with me, and it was just very easy. It was very different than what I'd experienced before.
I was too caught up in the flow. It was just surprising, and a new wave every day. And it's still just like that.
His overwhelming goodness. That's one of the first things I understood about him, is that he's a good man and he's a moral man. And that was really important to me. I've had relationships before where, there are things that aren't great, but you square hole round peg it. With him, it's just been very smooth the whole way. Like, we just fit. His kindness is amazing. He's always kind to everybody, and that's important to me too. He has a wonderful work ethic, and he's a beautiful human. He's a beautiful man.
I think that the initial acknowledged quality is just genuine, transparent, and granted, being the extrovert she is, but she's very truthful. I'm not afraid of what everybody else thinks. I'm going to say what's true to me, and people respect that. And that was one of the overbearing qualities that I did notice. And we did have good conversation. That was a notable quality, is just being able to ease the communication.
It's gonna be wild. I really hope I don't bawl. I probably will. Seeing all the people that have been through our lives, and some of these people we have not seen in 30 years, and it's just gonna be really neat. Like, our bridal party is people that are important to us from throughout our lives.
Wedding / almost reunion type thing, and everybody is probably 3 degrees of separation. If they don't know the other person directly, at the most 3 degrees of separation. I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody.